Hello out there in Streamland. I know you guys are asking yourself, what is going on? Is today Wednesday? It is not Wednesday, but I am streaming, um, doing a little bit of extra streaming, checking to make sure. I just want to make sure all my sound is right, and it is. So that is awesome. All right, so let me go ahead and change my background because my background is for Magic the Gathering. So since we're doing some world building, let's bring in the what is going on with my face? My face. See if changing the light will make a difference. Nope. All right, so let's go back to the image then and change the image. Alrighty, how about this one? How about this draftiness? Okay. I don't know why it's just all of a sudden starting to. Alright, I don't care. You guys aren't here to watch me anyway. So today, I'm going to be making a companion for one of my players. And then we're going to be doing some coding. So my player's Hamika, and I need to find the picture of what it is she wants, and then we're going to build the companion for her. So what we're doing is we're using a dog companion. I'm going to use that template for this other companion. Trying to remember what she called it so I can find the picture of it to show the rest of the people. It's not here. Okay. So I'm asking her to please tell me what so I can get her companion's called so I can get a picture. And I need a token. So I can't make the token if I don't have a picture. So that should be any moment. She should be getting back to me because she lives for my communication. D&D player, can't wait for the session. Hello, D&D player 56. Tomorrow night, 5:30. About 20 minutes from now, so 24 hours and 20 minutes. Fingers crossed, my players are on the ball. Honestly, though, realistically, it's probably going to be about 24 hours and half an hour. But who knows? I'm trying to train them to get on early and get ready to go, but we'll see. But hello, how are you? How's your 2021 treating you so far? So in order to make a companion, you go to open up the PCs, character selection, and you'll notice you have ships, the regular PCs, and you also have a little dog head, player companions. Boom, I already have one for one of my other, because one of my other players has a companion, my biohacker. So now we go right click, create item. So we're going to call it Amika Cat. And then we go to race. And just like we just did, we over here, there's a little button that says Companion Races. Now you can make your own. And that's what I did for the squawks, which is what the other person had, the dock. And so I built that from scratchy scratch, but we're not doing that today. We're taking the one that already exists and tweaking it for this other player. So what we're going to do then is we're going to find, it is called Tashtari. I'm almost positive they are the Tashtari that I'm looking is what I'm looking for. Yep, this is what they're at. So let's see if it'll let me make a second one. So if you click on it and drag it and let go, that was not the right one. This is the right one. The Tashtari, no. So let me see. Are the Tashtari here as well? They are. So I should be able to do it here. I can. All right, so open this up. I'm going to make it open. Since I don't remember what they're called because she hasn't texted me back yet, we're just going to do a feline. Put an X right here. Boom. All right, so 4 to 20, medium, magical beast. Okay, so I'm going to change this to 1 to 20, because otherwise it won't set the level lower than what you can be or higher than what you can be. So I'm leaving it as a that. Okay, low vision aura. Okay. And we're going to leave pretty much everything the same except for this is not a muzzle beam. This is a I'm just going to call it a laser beam. Why be more specific, huh? And it's got a bite. I'm going to say this is a claw. This is a claw that does not piercing, slashing. Cats can climb. Hell of a lot better than a dog. I'm surprised the dogs have the thing. Okay, diverting coat and chink, chink, chink. Calling a laser beam. All right. Speaking of dogs, Parker getting in on the action. All right, so we have our race. Let's see if it shows up under companion races. It should in theory. And it does. Okay, so now here we go. Here's what you have to do. You click it, drag it over, and let go. Boom. Everything is done. If we go boof, level 2. Yeah, I'm using the mouse wheel, by the way, to change the level. Simple as that. She still hasn't gotten back to me. All right, well, I want to do this right this second, so I'm going to call her and see if I can't get, so we will see if she answers her phone. What is the name of the cat thing that you're having as a companion? Okay, and what is it called? So I can find a picture of it online. Okay, thank you. All right, so this thing is, so we will go in here, open it up. It is called a Palico. Palico, I don't know if we have to worry about copyright. So we're going to change it to a Palico. Totally different than Palico. And by the way, down here you can say PC or companion when you mess with the race. All right, so that's what it is, and she said she's going to call it Carl. Carl. So now I go online asking, "Hey, Microsoft Edge, bing, 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 show me pictures of a Palico." Images. There we go. There we go. All right, so I like this one. This is a decent one. This one's really dark, so I don't like that one. Um, she's going to be using it as like a pack rat, as like a beast of burden. But I don't see anything with a bunch of equipment and stuff, so. All right, so I think it looks like the best one was way up there at the beginning. Because I'm not seeing anything worth grabbing down here. All right, so a cheerleader Palico, that's pretty funny. All right, so let's take a look at, where did he go? All right, and I'm not seeing anything else in the links, the related switches. All right, so we're going to stick with him. So we save it. It's a JPEG, so that's good. We want it here in Fancy Grounds, SmiteWorks, under Images, and we're calling it Palico. Palico. Totally different than the Palicos. Nothing like it. And just in case she doesn't want that one, I really don't see anything else. Let's take a look at the drawings and see if there's any cool drawings. They may not be subject to. Oh, here we go. Here's the full picture of that. Save the image as JPEG. Where did it go? We're going to take it to, boom, save. Yep, we're replacing it. All right, so I don't see anything else to put on there. Right, and the related switches. That's a pretty cool one. That's just weird and awkward. Okay. Okay, so, oh, here we go. Don't know why those things are there. That sort of ruins the whole picture. So, never mind. Okay, so we've got our picture. We are ready to rock and roll. That's a decent one right there. Thinking maybe using this one as a token, maybe. Let's see. All right, so then what we do now is, speaking of tokens, we're going to make a token. So we're going to go to, I'm about 90% sure I have to go to the Google. We cannot use the other one. You're going to rolladvantage.com. Rolladvantage.com, all together one word. It's awesome for tokens. Choose image. Tons and tons and tons of different options. We're finding the image that we want to do it with first. Boom. Make it bigger. Okay, we're going to go with this one just because it's cool. We're going to stick with the brown. I like the brown. That's what it matches his face. All right, and then we're going to bring it down. So this is what it looks like when we're done. Make it a little bigger. A little bigger. There we go. And that's all there is to it. Click download and you are done. So this is going to be called go to SmiteWorks, go to tokens. Here we go. Save. Now, what you have to do, because we took in a picture and a token, you have to go to your data, your assets. On the very bottom, you'll see this little circle, refresh folder assets refreshed. Now, the last thing I have to do when I'm making my little critter, I've got a name, got a token, well, not last thing, next to last thing, tokens, data, and we find his token, boom. And now all we do to assign it to Amika is grab the token, boom, Carl. So now, when you go to PC, you go to companions, you see Carl and Nebrat. Bing, bang, boom. It's ready to go. And when she clicks this, it will open it up. Boom. And if you want to know more about companions, look through my earlier Starfinder tutorials. It was before I switched to Unity. I went into them in great detail, or stop by. I normally do this on Wednesdays at 10:30 in the morning, Pacific time, UTC -8. So if you want to know more information about it, stop by, ask me, and I'll be glad to go over the details about how companions work. Fantasy Grounds and Fantasy Grounds Unity both have it set up really well, makes it work really easy. And so every other Sunday night, well, actually every Sunday night, we have companions because one campaign has two, and the regular campaign, the off week, has one. So you'll see companions, you'll see a 9th level companion, and you'll see 2 first level companions. So, all right. So we're going to go back to Doc because Mr. Doc decided, Jingo the Fool is the player's name. He decided, seeing he has his squawks, he decided that he wanted to be a biohacker. And I was like, cool, man, be a biohacker, dude. That's awesome. Have fun with that. Speaking of which, I need to pull up my image. And then I started coding him. And holy crap, it took 2.5 hours. But I was done. I was like, yes, all of this stuff that, let me see, with Biohacker is finally done. And then in the middle of the game, he did something weird, and I was like, what the heck is he doing? But he's a GM for Starfinder. He has to run 2 games himself. So I gave him the benefit of the doubt. It was just at a target anyway. We were just sort of flexing their muscles a little bit, getting them to learn their characters a bit. So I didn't really worry about it. And then I opened the book and read through it and found out what he was talking about and realized that besides all of the actions I've already coded in there, so identify creature, microlab attunement has, here it is, medical expert, squawks, pharmacology. Pharmacology already has 3 things coded in there for a booster and an inhibitor. His needler pistols, his survival, his identify creatures, microlabs. Despite all this stuff, he has 4 more actions he can do with because he's a biohacker. So despite all these other things I've already done, he still has 4 more. And he's level 1. Level 1, folks. Anyway, I'm excited for him. I hope he seems to really enjoy playing this character, so it's awesome. So I'm happy to do the work required. Just saying, it's a lot of work. All right, so we have our Palico. I also want to pull up. So what I'm doing is I'm putting these in my hotbars for my characters, so I can just find them easily. I'm also going to do the squawks. We have 2 pictures. So we'll see which one he wants to use. Hopefully it's this one, because that's what his token is. Just saying. All right. So we're going to pull up our squawks so that you guys have something else to look at besides my beautifulness while we get this done. So we're going to come down to abilities. It is biohacks. So here we go. We're going to go back to actions. We're going to go back to biohacker. So let's see what let's skim through this real quick. Your biohacks alter normal biological processes in non-living creatures that emulate biochemistry. And you can use biohacks to boost your allies or inhibit your foes, okay? Right, we knew that. have to inject them, etc., etc. You can attack with an injection weapon or stab them in the face with a syringe. All right, you can deliver. Still talking about biohacks, how you deliver them. So does he have? Okay, I don't have that in here. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to go to right-click, add weapon. Here is a syringe. This is a melee. Damage. We add one. Bonus. One, it is piercing. Strength, and one, piercing. And then we close it. One piercing, perfect. So there we go. So now if he has to stab somebody, he can. He has the syringe. All right, getting back to his. All right, biohacks come in two varieties, boosters and inhibitors. At first level, you know the basic boosters and inhibitors listed below, the minor boosters and inhibitors that follow, and the unique booster and inhibitor granted by your primary field of study. See, I'm smiling. Okay, so he has, in pharmacology, he has immune bleeding and then encumbered and entangled. So those should be his pharmacology inhibitors. Yes, booster inhibitor. Yep, so those are done. So these ones I need basic, boom, boom, boom. So he has 4 biohacks. So back to actions. Under biohacker, we open this up. We now make it 3. We then go to, we close these because it's just a lot going on. And now we go to biohacks. Click it to open it up. So now we have the 4 things. Basic booster. Okay. Right click. All right, so this is going to be, let's see here. I'm pretty sure it is a add spell. There we go. Basic inhibitor. Add spell. Minor inhibitor. Minor booster. Okay. So we have all 4 things. So let's start with the basic booster. See, isn't this exciting, folks? He not only has 4 different things, but each one of them can do multiple things. this is me smiling. It's a crap ton of work, but we're going to get this done and I don't want to worry about it anymore. And he's going to have an awesome time. It's going to be so easy for him. All right, so basic booster, aid to creature. The effect lasts for a number of rounds equal to your key modifier score, unless it states otherwise. You begin by playing knowing this basic blue hack. When you use it, you select an effect. You select, so the target gains this, the target gains that, or the target gains 10-foot speed. So we go +1 AC +2 skill +10 move. Okay. We do have enough room to do or. Okay, so now we go little, oh, that's the basic booster. It's so funny. All right, so we shift it, and we delete it, Control X, slap it into basic booster, Control V. So first thing, always like to do, first put it in here. Source is, this is character operations manual. Can I open this? Please let me open it. Yes. All right, so that's great because I could just go shifty. And then Control C, boom, Control V. I'm going to add it to all four. Boom, boom, boom. Character operations manual, character operations manual, character operations manual. Okay. And then we get biohacker. 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 Boom. 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 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Bing, bang, boom. Here we go. Basic booster. Highlight the whole thing. You can also Control A. Basic booster. Boom. Boom. All right. So we can ignore the rest of them while we work on this one. So this one's closed. So now he has this right here. He doesn't have to go digging for it. He doesn't have to worry about it. It's right here. So now the basic booster, you go right click. We now need to add 3 effects. 1, 2, 3. Target is correct. So we open it. We say it is equal to the number of rounds equal to key ability score for him. It is intelligence. Yes. Does this PC Amiga Carl? So that's his token and it's made from that picture.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And that's his token. Okay, just checking. All right, so we have All right, so we have thumbs up from the player herself, so that's awesome. It's always a good thing. All right, so getting back to him. So the first one we're doing is +1 AC. So that's very simple. I want to say what this is. So this is a basic booster. Basic booster, semicolon, AC, colon, 1. Simple as that. That's how you code armor class. So now back to the duration we were doing. This is dice stat. So class level, no, we want even class level, odd class level, strength. So this is his intelligence. Equal to key modifier, unless states otherwise. Okay, so it's 4 rounds. See, this is over here, 4 rounds. Target expends never. He is good. All right, so that's that one. Next one is also, so, well, wait, no, it's not. Oh yeah, basic booster, so it's pretty much the same thing as far as the look goes, semicolon. So you can type them in here or do it here. Either one, whatever works better for you. Again, we're doing click, 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 click till we get to intelligence. Targets never. This one is +2 to skill checks. So this one, you can't really code it. So we just say +2 skill checks. And so they'll just have to key that in into the modifier down here. Last one, again, is basic booster. And again, if you haven't seen this, the reason I do it this way is because if you look at my combat trackers, because I have so much going on, see there's stuff already in here. So all of a sudden, if you see, hey Drake, normally we will be playing in a few minutes on Drake Takes, but because we are off tonight, I'm doing a little bit more streaming. If you guys aren't busy on Saturdays, come check us out. Saturdays at 6, starting in February. We're taking a break during the month of January. We're doing Icewind Dale. It's a lot of fun. I play a monk who is a juggler, doesn't like the cold. So, as I was saying, I put the basic booster on there so that all of a sudden you have armor class 1 showing up, and then we leave or take a break, or next week comes by, you're like, what in the hell? Where did the AC come from? It tells you why it's there. It's best practice. He's doing some prep for stuffs. Yep, Drake is one of the reasons why I'm doing this. I like to do a lot of stuff for my players. I like to have pictures and things. But like everybody else, I get lazy sometimes. And as a player for Drake, um, he's always got the pictures. He's always does the work, always spends the time. So whenever I get lazy and figure, I'm just not going to worry about it this time, I think, well, crap, well, don't want Drake to show me up. Drake does it, so I may as well do it too. So that's why I'm spending about 4 hours on Jingo the Fool's character, so that he'll have a lot of fun when he plays this guy. All right, so basic booster +10. Again, I don't think there's any way to code this. It's not really necessary anyway. +10 movement. And so we open it up to put in the Duration is intelligence again. I went past it. There we go. 4 rounds. Boom. So that's 1. We now have 3 left, besides the ones I already coded last week. Boom. So that's the basic booster. Now let's see what the basic inhibitor does. Nerds being nerds. Yep, that's right. Yep. Yeah, but even before I streamed, I liked having sounds when I could. I liked having pictures when I could. Fantasy Grounds makes it so easy to do that. I can find any picture, as we did earlier in the stream, find the right picture just for the right occasion, flash it up. You know, I might spend 10 minutes looking for a picture that they look at for 2 minutes or 1 minute and never look at again. But uh, to me, it's worth it as a DM and as a player. Like I said, Drake takes does it all the time. Pops up these pictures of people. Whenever almost everybody we talk to, he has a picture for. Any location we go to, he has a picture for. So it's a lot of fun. I think it's worth the time and the effort that it takes to do it. So, all right, basic inhibitor is hinders a creature's physiology or material function. So the inhibitor lasts 3 plus your key ability score. Just want to make sure I remember. Yep, so that's not 3. So this one, he has a choice. -2 penalty to armor class, reduce the target's damage reduction by 5, or reduce the target's resistance to 1 type of energy by 5. Okay. You can only be affected by 1 inhibitor. Okay, so we're going to put the short description as -2 AC or -5 DR damage resistance or -5 resistance. And if he doesn't have it as wide, it'll just cut off resist, and that's fine. It would help if I spelled or correctly. All right, so now we open this up. We've already got most of it filled in. We just need to open this. So I don't need all of this. Oops. I don't need the higher levels right now. So we're gonna get rid of that and then go bloop, bye bye, and bloop, bye bye. And we'll go ahead and leave that in there just in case. So now he has the information right there when he needs it. So again, we need to add 3 effects. 1 and a 2 and a 3 effects. 3 effects. Okay. First one. Again, we're going to call this a basic inhibitor. We're going to Control C, Control V, Control V. There we go. All right. This first one is AC colon -2. This one has a bonus of, so this is intelligence plus 3. Again, target and never. This is going to be the same thing. 3. Intelligence. 3. Intelligence. All right, so the second one is semicolon DR minus 5, damage reduction, minus 5. Again, that doesn't, I as DM will just have to remember that. It doesn't actually, there's no way to code it on a critter. And this one is minus 5, and I'm going to put greater than edit, because he has to pick the type. Resistance. So he has to pick the target. He just type in fire, acid, cold, whatever he wants, and then adds to the person. Okay. So we're done. Boom. Now let's see what the minor booster does. That's weird. I don't like that. So what the hell? Ooh, thank you very much.
Yup. There's plenty of meat, so if you want the second song of meat,
All right.
the kids aren't going to eat until a little bit later.
All right. So we're gonna finish this up real quick so I can eat my food. All right. So I switched these to basic booster and inhibitor. I don't know why it switched. It should be that's weird. Anyway, cool. All right. So let's see what this booster does, shall we? Um, oh, it's here. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm losing my mind. Losing my mind. All right. So a minor booster. We have the basic booster and a minor booster. Um, so using a minor booster allows you to attempt some medical checks on targets you affect, as long as the target is within range of your microlab. This doesn't require any additional time or action beyond making the attack. The tasks you can attempt with a medicine check depend on your level. So at first level, you can attempt a medicine check to administer first aid. Okay, so let's see. So if you go to the skills over here, skill, you go to medicine, go to first aid. It tells you exactly what this is. So to stop bleeding damage or administer first aid to a dying creature. If you succeed, the creature stops dying, becomes stable, and or the bleeding damage ends. Okay. So I'm not sure why they have this, because you can attempt a first aid check anyway. So not real sure what that is, but hey, whatever. Boom. So that this minor booster is medicine check. We're going to do a first aid medical check, medicine check. Okay. Not the biggest, huge deal in the world. So let's see what the inhibitor does. All right, create minor biohacks again. And add the ore from nanites or medicines. The target takes a -1 penalty to attack rolls for a number of rounds equal to 3 plus your key ability score. Okay. So there's the information. Yeah, and so, by the way, if we didn't catch that, for the booster, we don't need any kind of code for that. So if you open it up, there's nothing there to open. So this is -1 to attack rolls. All right, so it says we don't need to activate the materials. Minor are otherwise used as. So he still has to hit, still has to inject it in some way. Okay. So now we go right click, add an effect. So this is a minor inhibitor, semicolon. So this is ATK colon -1. Open it up. Duration again is key ability score. So just like the other ones, plus tree. Target, never. Boom. All right, so now we'll do a quick checkity check. Combat tracker. So we will throw on the minor inhibitor. Boom. So now when he does his bite, instead of it being +8, it says effects -1, +7. Boom. Inhibited right there, baby. No, we don't need any of this. subtracting that spell action. There we go. That's all we need. Okay. You know what I could do? No. So I was thinking about, oh, wait a second, standard combat. Why isn't this showing up? Carried, equipped. There we go. Standard. Okay, good. All right. So anyway, you could code an attack down here. The problem is I don't know how he's going to attack. So it doesn't do me any good. If it's just a straight attack, the same way all the time, like with a claw, then you can code it. But he could do it with his needle pisser, he could do it with his syringe, so we can't code it. Booster we don't need to do, so now we'll do these and these. So let's see. Those two don't matter. Here we go. So we'll try the inhibitor. So he has an AC -2, so now he's going to attack himself. What are you hitting yourself for? What are you hitting yourself for? All right, so hit versus 13 defense. Okay. Now we add this inhibitor to him. And when he goes to attack him, defense effects -2. It's an automatic miss, so it won't tell us. So we'll try it again. Hit versus 11 defense. See? Love it when the plan comes together. Movement is spelled correctly. Skill checks is spelled correctly. So now, armor class, boom. He wouldn't be applying this to the monster typically, but instead of, so the defense effects is -1 instead of being -2. Yeah, so we can also, if you don't believe me, we can delete this one, delete this one. He still has the armor class of 1, defensive effects +1, hit versus 14 defense. So he's golden. All right, so all the effects work. For all 4 of his boosters, his inhibitors. So I think we are finally done with Mr. Biohacker. And the cool thing is, I have another biohacker in another campaign. I don't have to do all this again because I'm going to export him. I'll do that right now so you can see what I'm talking about. If you go here to Edit List, go here to Export. I have a certain place where I put all of my characters. So his name is Doc Dade. I put the level that they are so you can see all my other characters that are already here. Doc Dade 1, save. And then I can import him, import in my other campaign, and then just click and drag all this stuff over to the other character. So I don't have to retype and redo all these things. But now he's Doc Dade is ready to go, ready to rock and roll. So thanks for watching. D&D Player 56, Drake. Thanks for stopping in. If you want to see how this plays out, come back on Sundays at 5:30. We do this campaign with Doc Dade and the rest of the crew every other week. The weeks we aren't doing the biohack, the Doc Dade, we're doing our other group. So have fun, Drake. Don't work too hard. Remember to take a break every once in a while. But whatever else you guys do, enjoy the rest of your day.